Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cities Skylines with your Mayor Kuros Paladin. And we're looking over Dayton as well as up to the city of Detroit here. And I have strategically placed the camera because I have noticed something. When I built the city of Dayton, a heck of a lot of people want to get to Dayton. And I think they're also using the newly built US 24 to get to Dayton, and they can't get to it any other way when they're coming in from over by I-69 over there by Fort Wayne. And the reason I'm suspecting that is if I just back up a little bit here, we can see there's a lot of people that want to get into the city. It's almost like Disney World here. There's just a lot of traffic that wants to get in. So what I'm thinking is it might be time to build I-70, which would connect I-69 over here near Fort Wayne to I-75 over here, just north of Dayton. And then have an interchange right here for Dayton, just to allow another entrance into that city, because it's also from this direction too. I didn't realize that city was going to be that popular. So I guess the first thing we're going to do is we're going to again, I always do these arbitrarily. I don't really plan where they're going to be. So right about here is where I'm going to put an interchange for I-70. Now this is going to be I don't know if it's going to continue on this way. Come through here over whatever I called this, over Springfield, and then cross over US 24 and go off the map over here, or if it'll just stop at I-75. Probably the best thing to do would be to have it actually continue over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, and I know it's a boring one, but I'm going to put in the turbine, because those turbines just work. They're the only ones that work in this game. The cloverleafs, if you get too much traffic on those cloverleafs, they just have way too many merging issues. So I'm going to pick, I don't know, right about here. Like I said, I'm always arbitrary on these things. I probably could be planning these out a little bit better, but not a roundabout. There we go. But anyhow, so wow, I did that almost perfect. So what I would like to do, if I could, is just get it to here. There we go, something like that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sort of like that. Okay, so plunk. And then, unfortunately, this will have to be rebuilt because it doesn't connect there. We are going to do the 4 lanes there. So I have proper merging going on. We're going to upgrade that to 4 lanes so that people can exit properly. Okay, over here we're going to delete, we're going to rebuild. We're going to put in... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 3 lane in to start. And then hope... There we go, okay. 4 and 4. Oop, I didn't select 4. 4 and 4. There we go. Okay. And looking even closer, I'm going to try something else with this interchange. Since this is a freeway interchange, I'm going to do something else. There is a 5 lane. So I'm going to do a... Okay, let me delete this because I got way too much there. Okay, it's not going to work out the way I want it to. So, how about this? I delete that. Something I just learned with another game, or another save, which is how you can just kind of drag these nodes around. And I'll just drag it out to be right about even with that one. About even, okay. Let's also make it about the same height here. Boom, okay. And now... connect up. Okay. I'm still gonna have the Dagnabbit! Alright, let's do this. Let's drag this node this way a little bit. Okay, if I actually had the right tool going. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it is with me anymore. I click things. This is in a lot of things, not just this game. I actually click, but I don't click. Okay, there. That's what I was after, is one continuous One continuous. Because what I'm really going to want to try to do here is, since it's freeway to freeway, I can speak. We're going to have 5 lanes, 4 lanes, 5 lanes. I'm going to drag that out to be a little bit closer. There we go. 4 lane. And then we'll worry about that over there. And then last but not least, here, where these come in, 2, and this goes out, 2, 2, and 2. I'm going to have a heck of a lot of lane arrows going on here. Oh yeah, here and here as well. Okay, and here, here, and here. Okay. So the idea being, when you exit from like here, you're going to be, if you're in this lane, you're going eastbound on I-70. If you're in this lane, you're going westbound on I-70. And these 3 lanes can come on or continue on I-75. Okay. So we got the interchange in. Yay. Now comes the fun part, the freeway itself. Speaking is hard. So hopefully, unlike the last time where I guess I can never close this window. If I close this window, I can't use the parallel road tool anymore. I just find that weird. I really do. But oh well. We're gonna make it 32 apart. And then supposedly nodes snapping for existing nodes is supposed to work. It doesn't always. And then let's go ahead and we're gonna just have this freeway kind of meander over and connect over here to right about here. So we have to build another interchange over there. And this one, I think that one will continue as well. So we're going to put a turbine there as well. But let's start here. I'm going to go this direction first, only because I need to make a sharp turn to the north here to avoid Springfield. So let's go ahead. I know that sounds funny. It's like, I got to avoid Springfield? It's not anything against it. I just don't want to blow it away. So, alright. And then I really wanted that tool instead. There we go, okay. So we're gonna go and we're gonna come up. You've got to go up and over this freeway. So we'll get to about here. And then we'll start going up. We'll go 6. And I'm getting slope too steep, that's fine. Guess what? Anarchy is our friend. And then we'll go up another 6 to get right up to the railroad. Can I go back 1? How does this look? I want to make certain this also... Actually, I'm going to switch to straight as I go over. Straight. Actually, we'll continue straight, but we'll go down. It's just... Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. I don't know how I got into underground mode. Okay. Parallel road, straight, connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to go down. We'll go forward a little bit, and then we'll go straight to the ground level. Down, and then we'll go back to curvy. Excellent. We're going to get to US 24. For now, I'm going to probably go right over US 24. And I'll put in an interchange. Well, do I really want... Oh, look at this. Oh, if I do this right, I could kind of go like right here and then move a cat who's in my way. I love my cat, I love my cat, I love my cat. She did not like that, by the way. You may have heard her. Now this, I don't know what's going to happen if I do this. If I put this in, is that other one going to snap into US 24? And yeah, it will. Okay. So here I'm going to have to do okay, I'm going to have to delete. There we go. Okay. Get rid of the bulldozer. I was wondering, what am I doing wrong? And then, can I actually get this to work again? Do I have to go the wrong way? Alright, let's just do that. I know this is not right. That node, make it the same height as that node. And we're going to have to elevate at least this section. Let me reverse that, though. So, reverse, reverse, there we go. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to raise those up a little bit, and this section is going to have to be raised. Or elevated, I should say. So if I do that, come on. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then I definitely have to raise these because they are way too low. So let's get those raised up a little bit here. How's that all look? As far as crossing over, it looks okay. And then I need to raise this up a little bit. Whoops. Every once in a while, it's like all of a sudden it just goes up much higher than it was supposed to. Okay, so... Okay. Let's take these and... Actually, what I'm really going to do is I'm going to delete these last two segments. Okay. Back to the parallel road, and we want a curving, and we're just going to go right off the map and create a connection. That will help with bringing some traffic into the region as well. Do I have any hills that I can kind of follow? Or a valley sort of thing? And darn it, I just realized what I have going on wrong. I have elevated selected over there. Default, and get rid of anarchy. There we go. Let's try this again. And we gotta go home so that I am at ground level here. Okay, now we're on the ground. And there we go, okay. So we're just gonna come around and we're just gonna go right off the map like so. And then I think this is how I have to do this. I have to go the wrong, oops, get rid of the parallel. I have to go the wrong way to create a connection and then reverse it. And there we go, okay. So now I have connections over there. Excellent, okay. So I will build an interchange here at some point, but I've got a lot of other stuff that I've got to get going on further west here. So I have to finish. Actually, let me take a look at this. Oh my gosh. You know what I should have done here? Actually, no, I think I thought I was done. Guess what? I'm not. That's just ridiculous. It really is. It's redonkulous. So instead, back to curvy, and this, and we're just gonna go underground. And then we'll have the redonkulous slope underground where you won't see it. There. So you don't see the redonkulous slope. And then as far as connecting to this, I'll figure something out. I'll probably have a really weird on-ramp coming all the way over here and a really weird off-ramp from all the way over there. But, okay. Alright, so there's our I-70, at least as far as I-75. Now let's get our I-70 as far as I-69. So, is it? Yep, that side, okay. So I need to stay north of Dayton. Let's give it enough space there. There we go. I'm going to put a straight shot where I intend to more or less connect. So I'll just have kind of a straight shot. It won't be perpendicular. It doesn't have to be. A back to curvy wurvy. And we want to really just make our way out to right about here. Okay. So, now, let's go ahead. We're going to delete out a wide berth there. We're going to go back to this. We're going to go back to interchanges, the turbine. And it's always so much bigger than I think it is. So let's try and fit it in there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we're going to back up even more on that side, back up on this side even more, and back up even more here. Okay. I'm going to go from parallel, I'm going to go back to single. Do I have everything on? Yep. I'm going to leave road guidelines on for the time being. Connect you up. Actually, you know what? There. Wow. Okay, this is not going at all the way I had hoped it would. I did not realize I was that off. I'm going to do it the wrong way here. And then we're going to reverse this one. Oops, okay. Okay. Next, right off of the ramp, we're going to go to 5-lane. And right on. And then down to 4. Okay. And then that will continue. I'm not going to finish that right now. Okay, over here, we're going to do 3-lane. And that can pretty much just be a straight shot. 5 right after the interchange. Then down to 4. Okay. On the north side of things, we can actually do this. I hope. I'm going to have to go the wrong direction. It's not going to do it for me because, for whatever reason, road guidelines only work when they want to. I don't get that. Okay. 5, 5, 4, 4. Okay, and then that will be later. Okay, so we have a highway that connects between, and we'll get traffic through a little bit better. We will eventually connect Springfield, but we have the highway. Last but not least is the fun stuff with at least the freeway, is all the darn lane connectors. Nobody's going to be using this for the time being, so I don't need to worry about it. Oh, but I do have to do the upgrades. There. There. I'm going to do it now before I forget. There. 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 And there. Okay, so now it's all the fun stuff. The darn lane connectors. Ugh. Okay, so basically just play nice, folks. Don't be changing lanes all over the place. Right? Just... And then you are going to have to merge in. These 3 lanes are my through lanes. My other kitty is extremely excited right now. There's a bird feeder outside, and she's extremely excited about the birds out there. So you might be hearing her chirp. Although I realized, yeah, last week when I had that thunderstorm roll through, I'm surprised that it didn't get picked up on the microphone. This is like a $20 El Cheapo microphone that I thought picked up everything in the world. And when I went back and listened to that recording, I could barely hear the thunder in the background. But I'm telling you, it shook the house. So this microphone did fairly well. I guess it didn't pick up all that background noise. All right, so you go that way, you go that way. And then here, merging, just stay in your lanes. There, okay. It's part of my control freak stuff, right? Stay in your lane. There we go. You stay there, you stay there, you stay there, you stay here, you stay here. Okay. And then going forward, far right lane has to merge. 3 inner lanes continue on, and then here the right lane will end. Oh, I did that wrong. You go there, okay. And these lanes stay. Alright, we're 75% of the way there, folks. So close. And I did it wrong again. So you go here, and you go here. Whoops. There. And then... Yep. These lanes stay. So the idea is you get over to the right if you're exiting. And then these 2 lanes are your dedicated. And then these 3 lanes are your through traffic. Okay, I am going to... Oh, I need one last one. You go there, you go here. Come on. I am going to just do this really quick before I forget. I don't know when we'll finish I-70, but we'll get there eventually. I'm not going to do that bit because it's going to get clobbered when I play around. But I will at least take care of this. Okay, and then finally merging back on to southbound I-75. I feel like I already did this. Oops. Oh. Okay, I have an extra segment there. Oh. I did that wrong. Okay, hang on. I did that wrong. I upgraded it. I thought I put it to 5, but I kept it there. Okay. Did that on both of them. What did I lose? Nothing. Good. Alright. So now this lane, these 2 had to merge. These 3 stay. Oops. 2, 3. And finally, Jackson Highway. I'm going to have to rename this to I-75. Or no, this is I-69, right? I'm outside of Dayton. So this is I-69. I should be on this freeway in like 3 days. What? Today's Sunday, so 2 days from now, I should be actually right about here. I'm on my way to Gen Con, but sadly Gen Con was canceled this year. So I understand completely. I am not saying it should not have been. It is just disappointing. It is the one thing I really look forward to every year. More than... The only other thing that I really look forward to every year is Thanksgiving and Christmas, where I get to see family and friends. Gen Con is where I just get to see friends and just have a lot of fun with friends and also the great folks in the city of Indianapolis. Okay, so we have finished that segment. In fact, it occurred to me, I am probably done with all the darn changes I'm going to be doing on this road, so that goes all the way up there. Yep. I-69 northbound, and you are going to be I-69 southbound. There we go. Alright, took care of that. Excellent. We've taken care of the I-69, I-70 interchange. And, you know, it's sad. I'm 26 minutes into the episode, and the game's been paused for 25 and a half of those. I really do like the fact that, you know, it's that I appreciate the patience. But I think, you know, if you do enjoy City Skylines and you want some building tips and such, I'm not an expert at the game. There are people that do amazing jobs with this game. But I think sometimes they just gloss over these little details like this. And I'm hoping that this helps you get a city to work a little bit better. Because it can be a very intimidating game. It really can. Especially the vanilla game. The vanilla game, without some mods, so I guess that would of course be a vanilla game with no mods. You know, like for instance, in this particular save, I don't have to worry about death care. Because I'll be honest, I think the death care, I may have mentioned this before, the way that the hearses work, as well as garbage, trash collection, is just broke. It really is broke. They need to address how trash trucks work in this game. Oh, this isn't right. They just need to address it, and I didn't mean to do that, darn it. Trash trucks, you know, they get dispatched from wherever, and then it's like, hey, this neighborhood needs trash pickup. Okay, and it dispatches a trash truck. But then the problem is, as the trash truck is trying to get to that neighborhood, it fills up with trash because it collects trash along the way. So that needs to stop. There needs to be a way for trash trucks to say, hey, I am now in the area that I was assigned to. Now I'll actually start accepting trash. Same thing with hearse. Well, hearses are just, I don't understand what's going on with hearses. They're just random. They really are random. So I have that all disabled. And you may be a purist and say that's not right. I honestly don't see where sending a hearse out to somebody's house was ever the city's responsibility. Now, if it was a coroner, that'd be different. But to me, you know, I feel like it shouldn't be a city service. It should be, you know, if it's a hearse, that's just a private funeral parlor or something. But anyhow, police and fire are fairly good. The only thing about police and fire that I don't like is, and I just have to use the mod that does this, is just get rid of the sounds that the police cars and fire trucks make, because there are some times where you just have way too many sirens going, and all you'd really like to hear is just the ambient city noise instead. Okay, so just a lot of observations about the game. Okay. And as soon as I am done with all these darn lane arrows, hopefully I can see the fruits of my labor, although it's going to take some time for Actually, I still have to build the interchange into whatchamacall. It just occurred to me, into Dayton. Okay. Oh, you know, Shift S. Why did you take it away? Shift S. I could have done, like, Shift S. Boom. All these ones that go straight through would have been done for me. It may have changed. I'll have to read the notes and see if they changed that hotkey. But I'm telling you, lane connectors, especially on freeways like this and interchanges, will help, because you will get sims that will just cut straight across 4 lanes, and then it really does disrupt. I wonder if I should enforce staying. I'm not going to do that right now, but okay. Alright, and then here, oh yeah, I do have to do all this, don't I? And I have to build that again, because it just doesn't connect for whatever reason. So we'll just do a straight shot. There we go. And then we're going to do my upgrades. So right off is a 5, and then the next one is a 4. There we go. Okay, and what was that? That's oh, so wait a minute, what am I working on? This is I-70, okay. Oh, that's why this one's taking so long, because I actually am doing all 4 directions. Okay. You know what? It just occurred to me. I may be fast forwarding through all this, so you don't have to watch all this. It's so exciting watching somebody connect the dots, isn't it? Okay. So this goes into those 2, you continue on, and you continue on. Alright, you are going southbound, you are going northbound, you are going east, east, and east. Okay. You are going south, you are going north. Okay, you are just staying in that lane, you are staying in that lane. Everybody stay in your own lane here. Excellent. Stay in your own lane, stay in your own lane. Okay. Finally! Okay. And then I will get Telegraph US I-70 done later, so I'm going to unpause the game and let this kind of do its thing here. We're going to have Garland Highway, so that goes all the way, right? That goes all the way. Sure does. So we're going to redo that. Garland Highway, you are going to be I-70 westbound, and you're going to be I-70 eastbound. There we go. All right. Now let's work on this interchange. Hopefully this won't take as long. So, holy cow, look at that. Boing, boing, boing. Wow. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take that, make it the same height as this. We're going to take this and this, make it the same height as well. Boom, nice and flat. Okay. Will the freeway go over, or will, what is this road? Edward Lewis go over? I don't know. But now that I look at Edward Lewis should probably be a 6-lane road, because it is going to head right into a freeway. There we go. And we will allow U-turns there for a reason. But this lane can also go straight through. This lane can go straight through. This lane can go straight through. I guess this lane can go straight through. I don't know what's going to happen there. That might cause issues. But the reason they can make a U-turn is they might be coming from one of these businesses, and they might need to go back that way. So, all right, yeah, though people can't. Those people are stuck on that. Holy cow, look how much traffic is already on that freeway. Okay. Let's go ahead. I think Edward Pierce or Edward Lewis will go under since I-70 is already pretty much elevated. So let's go ahead. We're going to come all the way up to right about here. Then I-70, what we're going to do, those segments, we're going to force those to be elevated. So that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. What the heck, we're going to have to go all the way like that. Okay, that works out fairly good. I like that. That looks really good. So these segments are nodes. We're going to raise them up. Edward, what was it? Edward Lewis, or now it's just Lewis, is going to have to change ever so slightly, just so that it can get kind of in between these pillars here. Okay, that works. Let's go back. We're going to take it straight under to right there. Okay, oh, and I still had that set, so let's force it to be ground this time and set it back to default. Okay, so Edward Lewis needs to go down ever so slightly. So let's grab that node and take them down a little bit. And then I want that node to be the same height as that one. Okay. Do a little bit of landscaping here. We're going to smooth out this land here, just to make things look a little nicer. Oh, I really do like this piece of music. Okay. So for this one, it's going to be our typical on-ramp, off-ramp thing. So we're going to take a freeway, one-lane freeway, and I want to be parallel. So I'm going the wrong direction, but that's okay because we can always reverse, like so. And then with a nice gentle curve, we'll go right in. Too bad I can't snap. Well, actually I can with Anarchy. I can snap right into that. Boom, like so. That last little bit should be there. Okay. That works out really excellent. And then we're going to have to do, of course, our acceleration lane. Even though if you can't get up to 70 on this bit, you need to, I guess you're driving a car that just can't do it. All right, next, let's do the 2-lane one-way. We're going to have grass lined, because I just kind of like that. And I want it parallel to I-70. So how far was that? That was like right there. Okay. So we're going to come into right there. Bang. Excellent. And then freeway. So from that node, we're just going to connect right there. Boom. Excellent. And then we can even, just to make things a little bit smoother looking here. Oh, autosave. There we go. Bring these down a little bit too. There we go. Actually, I want that to be the same height as that. And then that to be the same height as that. I can't do anything because that's transitioning from one road type to another, so it wants to be flat. And then a deceleration lane right there. So we got half the interchange done. Next, let's come out to right there. That works out really well. Go back to my 2-lane grass line. To right there. Boom. Okay. Go back to my one-lane freeway. Connect you to... Come on, snap. Oh, you're not going to snap to that node, are you? Nope, you're not going to snap, so I just have to guess. Boom. I'll bet you it would snap. It would have snapped if I had used... Oh, dear goodness. That's the wrong one, anyhow. Okay. There. And there. Okay, let's disable anarchy before I forget and set that back. And then... These should come down, I think... No, they shouldn't come down. They're fine. As far as heights, that all looks... Actually, this needs to level out a little bit, that's all. So let me take both of these nodes and make them the same height as this. They shouldn't be higher than that. There we go. Same thing over here. That node should not be higher than this node. Oh, and it wasn't. Okay. This should all be. There we go. Excellent. Okay. All right. I'm liking it. Let's get rid of the nub on the end there. Okay. Super. I'm back to defaults over here. Let's go ahead. Whoops. Get rid of all that. And now we have... oh, I forgot my deceleration and acceleration lanes on this side. Boom, boom. And guess what this also means? Yeah, that's right. Another round of lane arrow connectors. So... that one car is like, whoa! Okay. So, those, and then there. I am going to have to read the patch notes to see what changed and got rid of the Shift S if it was replaced. Alright, so hopefully that allows people to get in and out of Dayton a little bit easier. Whoa! Some wonky going traffic there. Okay, and then here to here, almost done. Well, on the freeway, because I still have to do the overpass, or the interchange lanes themselves, too. So, there we go. And then over here, nobody's going to be going this way, I don't think, unless they want to make a turn. You know, I missed my last exit type thing. So you can go there or there. You can go straight and you can go straight. And then here you can turn and only turn. And then these can go there. Oh, nope. There. Okay, you have to just keep going straight. Okay. So that takes care of that intersection. Last one over here, which is a partial for right now. These two can go to there. This one stays on the inner. And then, dear goodness, all three of these lanes. And that's it. Okay. Excellent. Hopefully that helps ease a little bit of the traffic getting in and out of Dayton. In fact, look at that. I think it also just cleared out over the time that I was building it. But yeah, it's helped. We still got a lot of people, and a lot of this is going to be traffic that's coming into the new construction as well. So there's that. The other thing I noticed is look at the amount of people that are walking. Well, now there's not as many. There were a ton of people walking back and forth. So what I really do need at some point is, actually there's a metro station there. I might just have a tiny metro line go straight from here to here. So why don't I do that? Let's get a tiny metro line for Dayton so that people can go straight from that station to downtown. How can I do this? So I put the university there, darn it. And I put the hospital there. Now, there is no reason why I can't cheat here. And by cheat, what I mean is there's no reason why I can't anarchy and then flip that. Because there just shouldn't be a reason why I can't. Oh, okay, but I do have to make certain that it's not in the road itself. Come on, please tell me I can move. I can't move it? There, okay. It wasn't moving. So right there. Bing. Now, am I going to get... Here's the thing. Am I going to be able to actually do this, or am I going to get the silly above ground thing occurring here? Looks like I'm going to get the silly above ground stuff. Yeah, I've got the silly above ground stuff. Oh my gosh. You know, what did they do to subway stations? Seriously, just force that to be. Just force it to be underground. Nope, I can't do it. Oh, man. Alright, what if... I know that I anarchied that in there and I deserve what I get kind of thing, but let's move it to this side and see what happens. Maybe I can sneak it underneath the, whatchamacall, underneath the hospital or the university. Let the engineers at the engineer students at the university figure it out, right? Okay, get rid of angle. No, not angle, grid. There we go. And road guidelines. Nope, I do need to get rid of angle too. I want it to be... There we go. Okay. Arg. There. Okay, so... Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my subway stations. And now I can't... now I can't get rid of it. I'm stuck with it. Oh no. Oh no. I guess what I could do if I... Oh no. Oh wait. Okay, let me get out of underground mode there. Boom, okay. Okay, how about this poor subway station? I tell you, it's the most messed up subway station there is, and I did not mean to leave it there. Okay. Come on. There, and then I need to turn it. And then can I bring it back? Because what if I put it here instead? Am I still going to have that same darn issue? What I don't get is why does it force those segments immediately coming out to be above ground? That's what I don't get. Okay. I'm trying to go send it underground too some more, but... Alright, is that far enough? Or am I still gonna get the above ground bit? Looks like I might be okay finally. Yay! Alright! Now I wonder what would happen if I flipped it and used move it to could get over there. Okay. Anyhow. Alright, so we're right under the road here. And yeah, here I am. It's gonna do it here, isn't it? It's gonna do it there. Nope, it didn't. Okay, good. Now I just gotta connect the darn things. Alright. So come out, curve ever so... we'll go straight still. Straight. 3 hours later on a 20... What is this? Like a quarter-mile stretch of track. Okay. But the idea is I want people to just be able to get from the train station to downtown a lot faster. There we go. So they don't have to walk this. Alright, excellent. We got that in place. How's Telegraph Road looking, by the way? It has died down considerably. How's the interchange up here looking? Okay, I suspect, though I am not 100% certain, a lot of that traffic was also just traffic moving into the newly built area. But it did occur to me that a lot of traffic may try to use US 24 to cut straight over to I-75. And that wouldn't be a good thing, so... Speaking of I-75, let's go ahead. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to just go ahead and do that. I-75 southbound. Everybody going right to Miami, right? You're all going to Miami. Oh yeah, my I-75 ends a little sooner than I thought it did. That's because really I should have it do this. This is not at all realistic from the real world thing, but it would be from here, and then where does that freeway continue? Okay, it would go to here. Okay, and then all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie. So it would kind of end right here. Boom. At the US-Canada border. That's okay. Sure. No problem. Real life I-75 kind of comes up to about here. Well, it actually comes over into downtown, then kind of sneaks back over and then heads up this way, but whatever. I find that kind of interesting. That it did... What? Hang on, can I force it to have like a waypoint? Nope. I don't even know what those are that I just put there. That might have been a bad idea. Really? It didn't just... It couldn't just follow that? Into there? Instead it had to do that? What? Oh, I dragged it. No. Wait a minute. Gross Paladin obsesses over something. What a shock, right? Hang on. I-75 southbound. It would be nice if I could just, like, delete it. And just say, hey, I made a mistake. Let's start over. Let's grab it from this end, can I? Yeah. So let's come all the way back up to here. What happens if I go to here? Yeah, you're happy up until that point. Then you're... Wow. You're just weird. That is just bonkers. Bonkers indeed. Alright, well then what happens if I grab this one and just kind of force the issue like this. I-75 southbound. There we go. And now it's all one continuous as far as it cares. And then here, Robert Highway. Alright, let's see where you're going. So you are going... Actually, did I... Okay, that's fine. You go to... Well... and now it's doing what I wanted it to. That is so weird. Okay, well, the game is odd at times. So I-75 doesn't actually go into Canada. Nothing against Canada. I don't know what the road is once it crosses over over the bridge there in Sault Ste. Marie. So here, where do you go? You go all the way up to right here. We're gonna grab you, and yep, that's exactly what I want you to do. And then I want you to go through to here. But yep, perfect. But I'm gonna have to play that same game and have another segment from here. No, you are not Jeremy Highway. Come all the way over to, darn it, where was it? Right here. There we go. So you are I-75 northbound. And then let's follow it. Oh, but it's not supposed to go all the way over to here. This is all stuff I really shouldn't be doing while y'all are watching. Again, you're all wondering what the heck's going on here. And it did the same goofy stuff here. Wow. Alright, well, you know what? I'll deal with that later. So, already an hour into this episode. But we got US 24 sorted out near Dayton. Look at that, it's a lot better. I don't know how many people, 184, wow. How many people are using the subway station? 61. So, but that will substantially, well, actually it didn't seem to drop the number of people walking along the road here. Notice I did put another Michigan left thing going on here. Oh, no, there's nothing down here, so they'll just turn around here. Okay. But yeah, there's a Michigan left there, Michigan left there, Michigan left in both directions here. So this is more like a US 24 Telegraph and Square Lake up in Bloomfield Township, where it's two divided highways crossing each other. And yeah, once all that traffic sorted got in there, you can see this intersection is working out really well. So, I like them. I think they're a nice little highway. They add just something different to the city, which is kind of nice because, I don't know, I just had like, you know, something other than the normal intersections. And eventually one day I will go all the way along this and landscape it. I'll do all of that off camera, just to make it look nice. But again, the idea would be that it would not have any development along it specifically. So it's not quite a freeway. It's like a express highway, but that is a freeway. So I don't know what I would call it, but the idea would be it's a scenic route until you get into the downtown areas, and then of course, yeah, you're going to see some development very close nearby. Look at that, you even see the train going by over there. So I am very happy with US 24. Even though US 24 goes through Detroit, here it doesn't. It goes straight across and then comes up into, what was it, Cleveland, I think I had it go into. But again, this is just fun. It's based on the Great Lakes area, and you can see the Rensen right over there. Right there. There it is. Yep. So from Dayton, you could even see Detroit. And just again, to be probably unrealistic, I might have to put the CN Tower down over in London. As close to Toronto as we can get. Again, as I've said before here, I really enjoy this aspect of the game too. Getting down to that street level, seeing what it looks like. In fact, I want to see how this intersection looks once, if this car is going all the way through. And nope, it isn't. It is turning. What I would like to do is over in, I think it was Springfield, where I had the road go over the rail. That was it. I had the rail go over the intersection, and I didn't look at that at street level. But this looks really good. Look at that. I like this divided highway a lot better than the vanilla game, because this looks like this looks a little more spread out. I love the game. I love the game. I love the game. And from helicopter view, it looks really great. When you get down, a lot of these businesses and such that you see, they're just so close to the road. And it's nice to get this spread out a little bit, that here at a street level I've got with that divided highway. And maybe I will eventually be able to get some landscaping into there. So, anyhow, everybody, I hope you had a great time. Thank you for listening to me and watching as I do all the boring stuff to make a city sort of work. As you can tell, yeah, I have a lot of work, improvements I can make, but like right here, look at this. This is like claustrophobic in my opinion. But anyhow, there's a lot of work that I need to get done, a lot of room for improvement. But I still have a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy watching as well as you get a good idea of how the game works and get perhaps interested in playing the game yourself. So everybody, I will see all of you in the next episode of Cities, Skylines, Knights Gauntlet. And before we leave, I want to check out what this rail viaduct actually looks like over here. So we're going to come in and see what it looks like, and it isn't that bad. It's high enough up that it's not crowding out the intersection, so I'm okay with it. Again, everybody, take care, and bye.